Alright. Alright, give me a second. Ooh, man. Seems like the Xbox rewards are, like, really delayed today for some reason. Alright. Alright, there's the tweet. I also click that while I'm switching over to Discord. Alright, there we go. Oh my goodness. Alright. As you can see, it let us in, but I have to update a couple plugins. I was putting off the accept the rules one, but now it seems like there's also another update for the streaming drops plugin. I'm kind of curious, like, what could have possibly changed. Because that plugin already, like, has so much to it that it's kind of, like, hard to think that, you know, a lot of stuff has been, like, changed or added. I mean, you know, it's almost in a sense like a bit of a plug, but the software I use for my internet on my laptop to, like, kind of help the stream, where it, like, bridges multiple connections into one. Like, you know, you could basically send the packets over, like, different connections. So if, like, one connection, like, you know, let's say my, like, wired connection is having problems, it sends it over, like, Wi-Fi as well. Stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, that software, it already has, like, so many features, like, built into it. That, like, it's crazy that, like, sometimes they'll post, on, like, Twitter or something, like, saying that, like, new stuff has been added. It's kind of hard to, like, believe. That they're still, like, changing stuff to it. You know, again, kind of like last time I was on, I haven't, we can probably, like, turn that off. And let me, like, turn it on. Alright, so I think they should be stopped, yeah. So, again, you know, like last time I was on, I think I mentioned this. I haven't checked if, like, you know, when the last time someone was on, besides myself. But, yeah, if I had to take a guess, I would say probably not a lot of people have been on, because, you know, as I always say, you know, the thing that, like, kind of keeps the server alive, or, like, gives it the potential to get, like, new people on it is, you know, me, like, streaming on the server. So when I'm not on for a while, you know, it's like, it's kind of, like, boring for existing players, and also, like, you don't really get any, like, new people showing up, obviously. Because obviously I'm not on. I just want to, like, look around here quickly and see if they dropped anything. These guys are fully grown. When they hatched out of the egg last time, or I think when I got off last time, if I'm not mistaken, I think, they hadn't even hatched yet, and then they did hatch. I think I might have been playing off stream. But I was confused why they weren't, like, picking up any items or anything. And I was, like, looking it up online, and apparently, there's, like, different blocks that they can, like, sort of sniff stuff out of. So that's why the floor is a bit different. There's, like, a little bit of moss. There's, like, you know, coarse dirt. There's grass. I think there's some other blocks that they can, like, you know, find items on, but I think, like, just having a few there is probably, more than enough. Hopefully. But anyway, yeah, again, you know, sorry that I've been, like, super sort of slacking, in terms of coming online. It's like I've been wanting to come on, but my sleep schedule is like still so messed up. It's like, you know, I'm sleeping during the times I should be on normally, and then the times I, you know, should be sleeping is when I'm like wide awake, and then, you know, it's kind of hard to like stream at certain times like that. You know, if like people are sleeping or you know, stuff like that. So it's kind of difficult in a sense, because, you know, even if I didn't really feel like hopping on, I would probably still, like, force myself to, but because of, like, right now the main thing is the time, like I was saying, it's like, you know, things haven't really been working out. Just the amount of time that, that I've been on for. Okay, there we go. I was just about to say, like, there is fuel in there. But yeah, I kind of hope I can, you know, come on more. Like, yeah, I know I say that, like, you know, pretty much every time I'm on, but yeah, I really do hope that I can get back into the groove of streaming. I hope. All right. So we have haste on. Do I have torches? I don't. Oh, here we go. Well, we have 4. That's not really good, but, you know, I guess it's better than nothing. I don't think we'll find coal in here. Yeah, I'm not really sure how long I'll be on for. Or really, like, what we'll be doing, because, yeah. Alright, let's do something like that. Because pretty much the only real plan that I sort of have at the moment is, yeah, just, like, working on the base here, so... Not really sure how long that's gonna last. I mean, obviously, as you can see in our inventory, we have, like, a ton of bricks now, because, like, last time I was on, we made the auto smelter, plus we went and got, like, a bit more clay. It's funny, because, like, I couldn't even remember, really, the last time I was on, because, like, I was saying about the, like, the off-stream part, like, I just remembered, like, the last time I was on, it was... like, off-stream, because I think it was, like, a day or 2, or maybe it was even the same day, that we had built the auto smelter. So, like, obviously if no one was online in the area where my base is, the furnaces wouldn't be running. So while I was working on like editing a couple of and recording like audio for a couple videos, it's like I was loaded up on the server, and that's when those sniffer mobs hatched. And also, like that gave us an opportunity to like smelt a lot of stuff, because as I was saying, if we're not loaded into the area, it's like, the stuff just isn't cooking, which is obviously a huge problem. Because even if we had like a ton of clay, if there's no way to like easily convert it into bricks, then we'd kind of be in trouble. I think it kind of worked out though, because we smelted pretty much all the clay that we had gotten last time I was on, and it's already now, oh crap, now it's already been turned into bricks, so we have like a good supply to kind of get started with here. I'm just gonna start placing these down. We need some room in our inventory, because we don't really have space to pick up some of the blocks that we're breaking. I don't think we're gonna have enough bricks to fully fill this in, but you can see we still have like so many in our inventory, so I'm hoping to at least make a significant dent in progress on this. Hey, sup, cool man, how you doing? Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier in the DMs, I appreciate you leaving a like on that. As I was saying, yeah, like I never even thought about that. Like that was an interesting perspective to hear your feedback on it. Because yeah, like I was just like, okay, time to like find some somewhat catchy like background music, and then I just like put it in there. It's like I didn't even think to like because I had like watched the video, I think, like, a few times with, just, like, my voice. But, I never actually, like, watched the full thing, I don't think, with the audio, or, like, if I did, I wasn't, like, paying attention too much to the music. So, yeah, it was kind of interesting to hear that, because, yeah, it's, like, that is something I just never thought about considering. Because I know that probably does make, like, a difference. If the music just doesn't really fit, if I was making like a sad video and then it was like super upbeat music, I could like see, for example, like how that would kind of affect, the atmosphere of the video. Whoops, let me break that. Even though it's probably gonna spawn a lot of monsters, I think I'm gonna like focus mainly on breaking the stuff instead of placing, because I think we probably only have about like maybe like 20 minutes left with the beacon effect, and before we'd have to like refuel it with like more like ores or something. So while we have it activated, it probably just makes sense to actually just like get rid of this, and then we only have to worry about like placing everything down a bit later. Alright. Whoops. There's a lot of gravel here. I never really paid attention to how much, like, gravel was still left, because, you know, I didn't really think we'd be tearing out the floor anytime soon, but now that we're actually, like, doing it, it makes me realize that there was actually still a lot of, gravel just chilling there. Alright, most dirt is gone, so we can, you know, go back to the pickaxe here. Also, even though our progress is still, like, kind of slow, you know, mainly because I'm not really hopping on too much, but, you know, the few times we have been hopping on over the past, like, 2 or 3 weeks, we have actually been getting a decent amount of stuff done. I'm still not really sure if we'll end up actually finishing our base, or at least getting it, like, mostly done before Starfield comes out, because, yeah, time has been just zooming. Like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Starfield, at least the early access, like, starts in, like, less than 2 weeks, and then I think if, you don't get the special pre-order edition, then it's, like, you know, 2.5 to 3 weeks away, I think. But regardless, like, yeah, the game is, coming out very soon. They've already sent out, review keys to a lot of, like, news sites and stuff like that. A while back, I applied for, a key on, like, Keymailer, which, is just a site where, like, you know, content creators can, like, apply for keys for stuff. I don't think they've sent out keys on there to, like, you know, content creators, but, I'm really hoping I get a key for that, because I want to play it, like, early, when the sort of deluxe edition comes out, but I'm not really willing to pre-order the game. It's like, yeah, I want to play it, but I'm not really interested in spending money on it, because, you know, since it's coming to Game Pass, I'd rather, like, if I didn't get a key for it, I'd rather just wait, like, you know, the 5 days or whatever it is, and then just, you know, play it through Game Pass. Just a short clip of the gameplay, from, like, a review person, or from, like, you know, something they had shown at, like, E3, or, well, I can't even say E3, really, because it's not even really E3 anymore, but, like, you know, how Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo, they always do their own sort of, like, press conferences and, like, show gameplay for new stuff. I did not mean to do that. Oh yeah, there's a skeleton. But yeah, I think it looks, like, decent. I mean, or at least, you know, even if it won't be amazing, I think it at least has the chance of being just something decent. Or even if it's not, like, at the end, you know, you're not, like, blown away. Maybe it was, like, still, like, a somewhat fun way to kill time or something. I don't know how much time we have left on this beacon, but, I'm trying to quickly, like, destroy all the floor before it runs out, because otherwise then it will take, like, forever to break. Or then, you know, if I guess I didn't want to take the time breaking all this manually, so to speak, then I'd just go and refill the beacon again, but it's, like, really expensive to run the pocket beacon. No clue from where. It was, like, on TikTok. How the dude played it reminded me of Doom. Oh, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the clip you're talking about, but if I had a feeling, it reminds me of something they probably showed at their their press conference. Because I remember that, like, when they were showing gameplay, they sometimes did, like, show clips of people, like, you know, just running through enemies pretty much, and, like, you know, you can have, like a jetpack to, like, you know, boost over, like, enemies if it's, like, a low-gravity environment and stuff like that. So, I'm assuming it's something kind of, like, similar to that. Or it's, like, you know, super, like, action-based. Oh, look, one of the Iron Golems is making its way over. That's nice. They're finally doing what they were created to do. Hey, Subvenus. How you doing? I mean, you probably can't hear me, but yeah. Because the ads. Playing 4 right now? Give you a sec? Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I felt kind of bad about, like, Fortnite, because even though I wasn't really interested in playing it, they had, like, an event for, like, one of the animes that I watched, and then I'm pretty sure, like, the event ends, like, in a week or less than that, and I never even loaded up once to at least check it out. So, I feel kind of bad in a sense, and, you know, like, I'm gonna miss out, I guess, on, like, some possible items that they might have been given out with that event, but it is what it is. Cool. All right, let's get all that out of there. So that many ads feels bad, man. Hey, except the Noob Slayer. But yeah, the ads actually haven't gotten like as bad. Because like before, it's like the setting I had, it was like it would run ads like based on a schedule, because like Twitch has this this thing where like you get a way larger like revenue share of the ads if you like enable the setting where it's like every so often like it runs ads. Like I think I had it I forget the exact interval, but it wasn't like that bad. It just when it did run ads, it was like, you know, it ran a bunch of them, which was like a problem, because then you would probably like not be able to watch for like, you know, I forget exactly how long the ad breaks were for, but let's just say like a couple minutes or something. Join in the server. Yeah, if you want to join, you can do !join if you need the IP. It will, the bot should respond with the information. But anyway, yeah. the ads weren't really like that bad before, but you know, some people like they still kind of found it annoying, and I mean rightfully so, I guess, because you know, like when I'm watching people, I know that is like something that's like really annoying, is you know, you're watching someone and all of a sudden you get hit with like an ad break that lasts like multiple minutes, and it like completely disrupts like, you know, whatever you were watching. But yeah, like it now, I forget exactly when I changed it, but I think it was like maybe more than a month ago. In term, oh, whoops, that is not bricks. But in terms of ads, it no longer like runs them on a schedule. So I think the only ads that like you should be getting, I think, are the pre-roll ads, like when you first enter the stream. Like beyond that, I don't think it should be running ads. Welcome back, Venus. Got deleted off the face of the planet. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill this in. Yeah, that's one thing that's kind of bad about Fortnite. Is when I was playing it last time with the Star Wars event that they had, I found that like when I was playing it like every day for I think like a week or two, it's like the skilled-based matchmaking I think was like kicking in because I noticed literally like every single day I would log on, I was getting like paired with more and more like skilled people, so it was like less fun to actually play the game. Because, you know, it's fun, obviously, you know, you could say this about any game, but it's fun when you're doing good, but when you're getting like destroyed, it's just like not fun at all. And I found that was like pretty much why I stopped playing. Wow, this guy, the bone there is like, it looks massive. But anyway, yeah. It was kind of annoying when I stopped playing, and that was kind of wise, because it got to the point where it's just like I couldn't win any games, and I wasn't even like placing very high anymore. It was like, you know, I'd get like, sometimes I wouldn't even make like top 50, and it was like kind of annoying. But I'll probably revisit Fortnite someday. Join the server, sounds good. I see you on here. Been here in a while, yeah. I was mentioning it when I first logged on. I feel like the server's probably like kind of dead because, you know, it's like if I'm not on to try and like attract new people to the server, you know, it's like there's not really much to do for like current players. And you know, eventually you just kind of run out of stuff to do. Like even if I wasn't on, I know some people, you know, still play here and there. But even for those players, I feel like you eventually run out of stuff to do. Like, you maybe, like, build everything you wanted to build, or you, like, go mining so much that you just have, like, so many resources that you'll probably, like, never run out or something. So, I think that's just kind of, like, the natural progression of the game is, like, you just eventually kind of, like, run out of stuff to do. Like, normally I would eventually just make a new server, but to be honest, I kind of want this server to be like the server for like a very long time at least. Like I'll probably try and like, even if I were to shut down the server like temporarily, it looks like the iron golems can't even kill the enemies over there. But even if I were to shut down the server, you know, temporarily, if like a new Minecraft update came out, I'd like to bring this one back for at least like 1 or 2 more updates. So yeah. But we'll see what happens, because, yeah, it kind of depends. I'll probably leave the server up for, like, the first month after, like, Starfield comes up. And then, or comes out, not comes up. And I'll kind of, like, you know, see what's happening. If, like, people are still playing on the server, then, you know, I'd probably still keep it up or something. But, if, like, no one's playing on it, then, you know, then there isn't really much point of keeping it running until, you know, I decide to, like, revisit, the game. But yeah, kind of sus. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to do. Like, I've had a couple of ideas of, like, how to keep the server active. Like, I don't really think it's a good idea, but one thing I was thinking about doing is, like, there's forms that you can post on, like, the Minecraft, like, .net thing. You know, like advertising servers and stuff. I could just like maybe not mention on the Minecraft.net that like it's a server mainly for the stream. I could just maybe mention like you know, it's a server that people can play on, and then like if people join, you know, maybe they just like can chill on here or something. Because I'll probably leave the server up, as I was saying, for at least like a month after I start playing Starfield. So during that time, you know, I still would want the server to hopefully be like a little bit active. Crap, this is what I was afraid of. The iron golem's getting kind of like stuck. But yeah, I wish the server was like a lot more active. It's just I don't really think there's a whole lot I can do to like really make it more active, because, you know, like I was just saying about like posting on Minecraft.net, that can have like risks to it, just because you know, part of the thing with this server is like you want people kind of like from the stream. If if you have like people that aren't from the stream, then like if there were a lot of people here, they could like end up taking spots for, you know, people from the stream. It's weird how it lets me attack some enemies, but not like others. I was gonna make fake players using blocks and stuff as a joke, then I went crazy. Because no one has joined, yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, it's like mainly my fault to some extent. I mean, because, you know, even if I was streaming, there's never like a guarantee that like new people will show up and like ask to join. But if I'm not even like streaming, then there isn't even like that sort of chance that new people will show up, because, you know, that's kind of how like new people join the server. So yeah, I've just been kind of like super inactive. I mentioned it a bit earlier, but yeah, like the main reason I haven't really been on is just like my sleep schedule. Is like when I'm awake now, it's at like really weird hours where it's like I normally never stream, and like, you know, even though I've been like thinking about starting to stream at those times, sometimes it's like kind of a bit difficult, because, you know, it's like either super early in the morning or like super late at night, and it's like, you know, I don't want to like wake people up if I'm like talking super loud, because yeah, sometimes I like don't really know if it's like true or not, but like sometimes I get the feeling I'm talking really loud, because like for example, I'm like in my basement right now, and like the air conditioning is on, so like you have like, you know, that really loud in the background. I have like a voice filter kind of thing turned on to like filter out background noise, so like you probably can't even hear the I just realized, look at this. Oh, I forgot we still had the pocket beacon on us. I forgot, like, I don't know how I just completely forgot to break these. But yeah, so like the air conditioning's on, so that's making a ton of like background noise, and plus I have my headset on like with the music and stuff. So sometimes I feel like when I'm talking like super loud. At least it like feels that way sometimes. So it's like, you know, I'm kind of reluctant to start coming on at like those super weird times. Plus, you know, because those times I normally don't go on at, even if I were to start going on at those times, I feel like most people probably wouldn't even like be able to show up, because, you know, let's say, you know, you're used to like tuning in around this time. If I showed up like, you know, at like, let's say a time where you'd be sleeping, obviously you wouldn't be able to tune in. So then, you know, it's like, is there even, well, I guess, you know, obviously you can attract new people, but I was gonna say, like, yeah, is there even a point if, like, you know, your sort of existing audience like can't even like tune in, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I do want to come on more. It's just like I was saying, yeah, the main thing right now is kind of my my sleep schedule. It's just like super messed up, and I'm like kind of not really sure if I want to, like, you know, start coming on at like super strange hours. But because my sleep schedule is so messed up and like it keeps kind of shifting, as you can tell by like the fact I'm on right now, and like even a bit like earlier, because normally I would try and come on around like 3 to 4 p.m. and then get off around like, you know, 7 p.m. ish. What do you call it? Lost my train of thought, like looking at how much more like bricks we still need. But yeah, anyway, you can tell like by the fact I'm on now and like even earlier than my usual time is because my sleep schedule is kind of like always shifting. It's kind of like been slowly progressing forward, so now I'm kind of like able to be awake, you know, when I would used to be coming on. So in a sense that's good, because that means eventually, you know, like I might be able to kind of resume coming on at like the sort of hours I used to be coming on at frequently. So in the long run it might work out, but at the moment it still kind of sucks because I'm not really coming on as much as I want to. What's this gonna be? Oh, like down there? That's gonna be my base. Like, yeah, I'm not really sure how I want to, like, do it. You know, obviously we just built, like, the glass box, and then now we're just, like, working on the floor. So I haven't really, like, you know, kind of shaped out any specific rooms, but it's meant to be my base eventually. Alright, let me put the totem back on. Yeah, I think the next thing we need to do is go and get more clay, and like a lot of it. Alright, so that shulker is empty. I don't think these guys have found anything. I've only gotten like one item from them ever, and it was this pitcher pod. I don't know if that's like the seed. Actually, yeah, maybe that is a good question. I need to like ask myself. Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. I thought that wasn't even like the seed, but I guess it was. Pitcher plant. Interesting. So yeah, I think I need to brew some potions. Like, I think we need to do a set of water breathing and night vision. And then we'll see if we can get some clay. Nether wart. And redstone. And we're also gonna need some bottles. I think if Starfield flops though, I'll probably like be so disappointed, like I'll probably cry. Not literally, but I'm like really looking forward to Starfield. Alright, yeah, let me check down here. Because, yeah, I'm thinking about, like, other games to play. And besides Starfield, which comes out basically in, like, 2 to 3 weeks, if that were to flop, I really don't have much else to play. Because, like, I don't really think I have any other games on my sort of, like, a watch list where I'm like, oh, yeah, like, I'm planning on playing this. Like, I know on Game Pass, there's, like, a game called, Lies of P, which is, like, almost like a Dark Souls kind of game, but to be honest, what I've seen from it, I don't really think I'd like playing it. But yeah, that's what I mean about, like, Starfield. I think that's the only game that I can really think of that it's like I kind of want to play. So if, like, that flops, I'm not really sure what I'll do in terms of games to play. There are some games lined up, Kifo. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I guess there is, like, stuff I could play, you know, like, worst case, yeah, we could always do, oh yeah, hang on, whoops. I need to go back. I need to go grab my, my other shovel. And probably some more fireworks. Alright, I'm gonna craft some more fireworks. Should remember this design of a grill you made? Oh, you're talking about that? Yeah, Cool Man. Cool Man was the one that built that. Yeah, to be honest, I forget who said it. Like, I forgot their username, because I don't think it was, like, a regular. I think it might have been someone new that had shown up. But that reminds me, yeah, like, Cool Man, someone wanted me to to compliment you on your builds, because they joined the server. I think it was either the last time I was on or the time before that. They had joined the server, and like they saw the builds, like the Mario plants and stuff, and they were saying that they looked really nice. And then I was like explaining that I wasn't the one that built them, and then they made a request that I tell you that they looked good. Alright. We need this shovel, and now we can fly away. But yeah, very talented building going on here. You're not taking the spotlight for once. Well, I mean, I think like every time someone's asked me about the builds, I have mentioned. That like you're the one that built them. It's just that like, you know, normally, even though if they say that it looks nice, normally they don't like specifically ask me to like forward that. So I kind of forget, but you know, I was thinking about it because, you know, Venus mentioned the grill, you know, and he was like implying that I had built it, and then it like made me remember that yeah, someone did want me to tell you that your stuff looked like really good. It's like, you know, like in an art museum where people like stop in front of a painting for like 20 minutes and they're just like kind of staring at the painting, like analyzing the art style. It's like they were looking at it and they're like, I can tell whoever painted this was a master of Silent Hill 2. But yeah, I kind of wish I could build some like decent stuff, but yeah, I'm not really like talented with building. Like even if I do manage to finish my base before Starfield comes out, I have a feeling it's probably gonna look like not very good. It either might look like rushed, or I don't think I'm probably gonna be pretty happy with the way it turns out. I mean, you know, that's kind of being a bit like pessimistic, but I don't really know how the base is gonna look. Like, I haven't even really decided. Like, obviously we're putting bricks in the floor, but I don't even know, like, if I'm gonna build, like, bricks out of the walls, or if, you know, I'm gonna have, like, an open concept. Because I think I talked about that once before, about possibly just having it where, like, the rooms don't even have, like, solid walls, really. You know, it's more just, like, kind of all opened. That's, like, a possibility. So, I don't really know what I want to do with the base exactly. I just hope that, like, it looks good. And I'm also kind of hoping that, we can maybe at least finish it. Because even if it didn't look amazing, you know, at least I'd like to say that we finished the base, or at least most of it, before, like, switching to Starfield. But like I said, I don't know if it's going to be possible. Because, you know, we still are working on the floor. And Starfield comes out in a couple weeks, and I don't know how long I'll be on before Starfield comes out. I don't know exactly how long I'll be on when Starfield comes out, but I think especially if I get like a review key, or well, not really a review key, but like, you know, a key for the deluxe edition to like play it a bit early, I'll probably go like all out and like, you know, probably like try and stream like way more frequently. Like, we'll see what happens, but I kind of hope I can get sort of in a little bit early. Silent Hill 2 is still waiting. Indeed, it is. You know, I was about to say, like, maybe for, like, you know, Halloween or something, I'd play, like, something like that, like a scary game. And I was thinking that they actually released on Game Pass a new, like horror game. It's like a Texas, like, Chainsaw Massacre. Like, I haven't played it, and I haven't even really looked up that much gameplay about it. But it's kind of crazy to me. Like, I don't know, maybe this is just, like, you know, being a bit, like, sort of stereotypical. But it's kind of crazy to me that, like, developers are releasing, like, games that are... I think they would perform a lot better in October, but they're releasing them in, like, September. Like, I think it was Disney, they released, like, the like a Halloween themed movie. I just realized I haven't even drank any of the potions yet. We've just been doing this like sort of freestyle. But they released a Halloween themed movie, I think I think it might have been July or it was like early August. And apparently it did like really poorly or something like that. But, makes sense that it did poorly. But that's what I mean, is like, it's kind of crazy to me that they're like, not just with movies, but with games and stuff too. Is like, there's stuff that I feel like would do a lot better at like a certain time of year, because it basically is like a seasonal content kind of thing. Like, it just makes more sense to like play those kinds of things and like consume that kind of media at like certain times of the year. So it's crazy to see like, people like posting stuff like that outside of that time frame, because by doing that, it's almost like they're asking for the content to like fail. You know what I mean? Sorry about that. Just getting a quick drink. Like, it would basically be like posting a like Christmas movie in like the middle of summer, you know what I mean? Like if Disney were like came out and they're like, "Oh, here's Frozen 3," but it's like, July. Like I feel like it might do well because people would still probably know it from the first two movies, and I think they both did really well. But at the same time, it's like kind of weird that, for example, that they would just, post something sort of out of season. Yeah, Christmas movie in June. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it just doesn't really make sense, like, by doing that, I feel like it wouldn't perform as well. Like, even if it, like, by their standards, it would still perform well. Like, I feel like it wouldn't perform, like, as well, because, I feel like a lot of people might be more inclined to, like, watch, like, a Christmas movie in, like, December instead of, yeah, like, June or whatever. It's just kind of crazy, that kind of stuff going on. Yeah, I think, well, we're not even at an ocean yet, but it's like the clay is, kind of getting more sparse. By the way, cool man, how, is your job? I think, last time I was on, you were saying that you started working again. Hopefully that is going good. I was gonna make, like, kind of like a joke about you making, like, tons of money, and then I was, like, thinking, I saw, like, a video, it was on Twitter, but it, like, the video itself, I think, was from TikTok, and it was, like, sort of like a day in the life video, and it was of someone that, like, supposedly sells, like, private planes to people, and it was, like, pretty crazy to watch, like, how expensive the planes were, and, like, how he was talking and, like, showing that the people can, like, order, like, literally customized planes, like, completely. It's just, like, crazy seeing that stuff. It's kind of funny, though, as well, because speaking of planes, I actually, like, saw... I think it was a video of, like, some people, like, some celebrities, like, going on a plane. And it was funny, because, like, all the comments were, like, rightfully calling them out, because, I think it was only, like, a few people going on, like, an entire plane ride. Which, obviously, like, burns a ton of fuel, and then, like, they claim it's, like, bad for the environment, and then, like, the comments are pointing out, like, now people are, like, basically forced to drink out of paper straws, and then you have, like, all these celebrities just, like, zooming around on their private jets, which, kind of does a lot more harm to the environment than, you know, like a straw or something like that. Kind of crazy. Imagine getting a custom plane for your birthday. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I don't know if this is true, but one thing I've heard that is like apparently if you have a private plane, you don't even really have to like follow their customs like laws for the country that you're landing in. I mean, I'm sure it might be a bit different if what do you call it? What am I trying to say? You know, some countries might be more like strict with it, but apparently with like some countries, if you like land in a private plane, they don't like search your plane or whatever to like see what you're bringing into the country. Like apparently you can just like, you know, like the pilot requests to land, they get approved, and then once they land, you know, you kind of like go from like the tarmac, maybe you call like a car to pick you up or something, and then you just like, you know, leave. That's gonna be abused. Yeah, I think it already has been a little bit, because I think it was at least I think it was in Canada. It was like a story, I think like less than a year ago. But I think it was like some people got like detained in like Mexico or someplace because apparently they had like illegal stuff on the plane or something, or it was like something like that. Because it was like a private plane, but then I guess when they docked, I guess, you know, they actually, or not docked, you know what I'm saying, it's like a ship. When the plane landed, I guess for some reason they decided to actually search it, and when they did, I think it had like illegal stuff, and then they got like detained in like a foreign country because, you know, obviously the stuff is against their laws, obviously, like it is in most places, like drugs and stuff like that. But I think the reason why it was like news was because they got like jailed for so long, and plus, you know, like I was just saying, it's like, I guess that maybe does make it somewhat true from what I've heard, that yeah, like I guess normally they maybe don't search the planes if it's like a private flight or whatever. So I guess on the one of the few opportunities they decided to search it, it's like there was actually like, you know, some stuff there that ended up causing people to get like arrested. Kind of crazy, though. I think, honestly, though, like, having a private plane like that would be pretty cool. Like, you know, a custom one that, like, is, like, solely tailored to stuff you want. Because in that TikTok I was talking about, of, like, the person that, like, sells the planes to people, in the video, you could, like, see, like, some of the stuff that you could get, like, kind of get for your plane, like the way it looks inside, and it's just like crazy. But yeah, I haven't really done like too much traveling. What was the cheapest one? I'm not really sure if I can remember, but I think like it was either like 60 million or like something like that. I think they were literally like tens of millions of dollars, because, you know, it's like if you saw them, it's like crazy. Ah, crap. Jesus. Yeah. But that's what I mean, is like, you know, with those planes, that is kind of like who it's like marketed towards, is, you know, like people that have like so much money, you know what I mean? I think like even if you're rich, there's like tiers of like richness, because, you know, I think if you have like tons of money, one of the first things you'd probably buy is like a house. You know, like a really nice house, like a mansion or something. And then if you have like lots more money, like let's say you have millions, you know, maybe you buy like a sizable property, or like almost like a mini mansion, or like a mansion itself. If you're like, I would say below like 10 million, like maybe if you have like your money is like 10 to 20 million range, And then if you have like, you know, like 50 to 100 million, then you probably like buy like maybe like a yacht, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, a second mansion that has like, it's like a waterfront property. And even if it's not like a yacht, maybe it's just like, you know, just like a regular boat. And then if you have maybe like 200 to like 500 million, that's when you tend to see people like investing in like private planes and stuff like that. Because normally they're not even like super large planes, you know what I mean? It's normally just like those tiny ones. Like, I don't know if you've ever played Grand Theft Auto, like 5, but if you ever go to like the airport on GTA 5, there's like this black like plane that can spawn there sometimes. It's kind of like a luxury jet. That's kind of like what I'm talking about. It's like, it kind of looks like that. That's normally like the plane that most people end up getting, that when you see people getting like a private plane. Because, you know, obviously if you were to even think about getting one of the ones that it's like a commercial airliner in terms of size, like those ones are probably like hundreds of millions of dollars. So that, like, if you were getting that one, you'd probably literally need to be like a billionaire. But yeah, I think that's kind of the thing, you know, like I was saying about the tiers of richness, is I think there's always going to be like someone more like wealthy than you. And also, it's kind of like my personal thing is I don't really like try to get like jealous of people that have that stuff. You know, obviously it would be nice to, you know, have that myself. But, you know, one thing I see happen a lot is like people are like really envious of people that have that stuff. And, you know, you'll get like calls for them to to like tax them more, you know what I mean? Or stuff like that, to like, you know, make it where they have less money, where like either that way they can't, the people that can't afford that stuff, that way they won't be able to afford it anymore, or like that way the people that are like complaining will be able to afford it for themselves. But it's like, you know, I think people got to look at it from a viewpoint like of sort of like, you know, the golden rule, like treating others of how they want to be treated. Because like if someone like won like millions of dollars, I don't think if they had the millions of dollars, I don't think they'd want people be calling for like their money to basically be taken from them, you know, to be like given to other people, you know what I mean, because it's their money. Here you go, Billy, for your 9th birthday, a 60 million custom jet with Thomas the Train on it. Honestly, that probably has happened before. Like, that's what I mean about, like, people. There's always going to be someone, like, more rich than, like, someone else. Is because, like, you know, there probably are, like, you know, people that are, like, billionaires that were, like Jeff Bezos or something, where they have, like, tens of billions or, like, hundreds of billions of dollars, and they can literally buy, like, pretty much anything on the planet. Which, you know, is crazy to think about, but like I said, you know, I'm not really one of those people that, like, is really that envious of it. It's more like, it's shocking to think about how much, like, money some people do have, but I'm not really, like, saying that in a sort of, like, envious way where it's like, oh, that should have been me, or, like, you know, let's tax them to death and, like, take all their money, you know what I mean? But yeah, it is crazy to think about, though, that, like, some people can pretty much, afford like anything they want, you know what I mean? Like whether it's like a giant ship that's like probably like nuclear powered or like literally anything, you know. I don't know what the net worth is of Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, but honestly they probably could buy like their own like private islands and stuff like that. You know, like literally like the size of like a small country if they wanted to. Because, like, it's straight up, like, if they went to, like, a really poor country that was, like, struggling financially and they offered to buy, like, a huge chunk of land in that country for money, it's, like, I feel like the country, if it was, like, really struggling financially, it would have no choice but to really, like, accept the offer, you know what I mean? Like, if the country was, like, on the verge of collapse, like, economically, it's, like, they probably would have to be like, okay, here you go. Jeff Bezos is one of those people who stare so perfectly. Elon Musk can buy, like 3 European countries, probably, yeah. Like I said, I don't know what his exact net worth is, but I'm pretty sure Elon Musk is still the world's, like, richest man. I think, like, he briefly, like, fell out of being the richest, but, 200 billion? Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's not as much as I thought. Honestly, I would have thought it would have been a bit more than that, but, like, that is still, like, probably enough to do, like, all the stuff that we were just talking about, you know? Like, basically buying his own country, essentially. Alright, I'm just gonna fill this up quickly with clay, and then we'll turn it on. Auto smelter is on. Bam. Oh, I just realized I have more clay in here. I guess I'll probably start converting that into regular clay pieces. Actually, maybe not. Maybe we'll just hold off. Because we have enough clay to last a while. We basically have like 2 loads, pretty much. So that's gonna start like filling up, but the problem is, as I was mentioning this like when I first hopped on, is that like if no one's on around this area, then the furnaces won't be on, so... Even though we have the clay in the furnaces, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a long time before, the stuff is actually, like, done. So, yeah, I don't even know if we'll get an opportunity to work on our base today, really, again, because, even if we, like, you know, smelt, like, a few stacks of bricks, it won't really make much of a difference on the progress of the base. Because you can see, I think we don't even have, like, half of it done yet. I mean, maybe if you were to, like, break off that piece that's done and then, like, mold it into that piece, maybe it'd be close to half done. But, you know, we still have so much that we're gonna need to do on there. I could always cheese it and just spawn in the bricks, but honestly, I don't really want to do that. I don't really like cheesing it too much, you know. But, like I said, I kind of want to finish the base before going to Starfield. I mean, honestly, I don't even think it's possible to finish it because, like, you know, it's such a large open room and we could always go, like, further beyond the floor, you know what I mean? Like, have, like, a sub-level. So I don't really think it's, like, possible to really finish it entirely. But, but yeah, it'd be nice if we could get at least, like, you know, substantial progress done on it. Alright, let me head over here. Yeah, see, I don't know. Oh, here we go. That works. Alright, we're gonna do this again. Plant that. Alright. I'm gonna take these plants. I want to see, is this what we feed them to get them to breed? Alright, no, it is not. Maybe I have to feed them the pitcher pods, possibly. Yeah, that's kind of a bit of a letdown, because if that is the case, if you have to feed them the pitcher pods, that means we're gonna have to wait for them to find more stuff. I don't know how often they actually find stuff. I haven't really looked too much into these guys besides like what blocks that they can like sniff stuff out of. But yeah. Because, like, you know, you can see that they keep sniffing. It's just, I don't know, like, how long it will take for them to actually, like, dig something up. But yeah, these things are pretty sick, like, when you look at them. I mean, it's kind of hard to see when he bends his face like that, but you can see, like, they have, like, their eyes there. They're kind of, like, squinted. They have, like, the kind of floppy ears on the side. It's kind of funny, like, seeing these creatures. Wait, how the hell did you get a sniffer? I think it was the last time I was on. I went, like, on another underwater expedition, and I finally got, like, some sniffer eggs. Like, not only did I get my first one, but I also got, like, a second one at the same underwater, like, structure that I was, like, using the brush on. So I got a couple of eggs, and then we placed them down on some moss blocks. They hatched, and now we have two. So if I can, I'm assuming it's the pitcher pods. If I can get, like, some of the pitcher pods, I think I can feed them, and then they'll actually, like, breed. So now that I have, like, these two, it should, like, be a lot easier to get more of them. Because once you get two, you can just breed them like a normal animal. But until you get two, you actually have to, like, you know, try getting them from an egg, which is kind of annoying. I'm gonna go put these potions. I don't know why the firework didn't activate, but I'm gonna try putting these potions over here. Just because we don't really need them right now, because I don't really think we need to go on underwater expeditions anymore. Or not underwater expeditions, but, like, for clay. Because we already, like, filled up some stuff. Ah, crap. Why isn't this dying? Your worst nightmare? What happened? Shift plus crafting an item? Did you waste the material you used? Oh, you, like, bulk crafted something? Oh, made too much sticks? Ah, got you. I'm sure you'll probably use them anyway, though, eventually. You know, it might take a while, but I'm sure it'll probably happen eventually. Because, like, things that, like, you know, sticks or, like, wood, you know, like, even if you turn, like, wood into planks or the planks into sticks, eventually you'll probably use them. We don't really need to put a cauldron here, but I figure it may just look kind of nice. Maybe not nice, but it might look a bit more lively. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do at the moment. I don't really want to go mining, but I'm not really sure what else I can do. Besides, you know, something like that. Also, I don't know, well, I'm guessing from there, but I was about to say, I don't know where these guys are coming from. It seems like it's spawning, like, a lot of zombies on my plot over here. Alright, I think those torches are just like ones that that maybe I put down there. You can see this bridge is destroyed, so I'm guessing it got like messed up. Hang on. Let me see if I can get the coordinate and see if I can find that. Sup Gurgles, sup OFPX. Alright. Database. Why isn't this working? Oh. Never mind, I had to click on that. That's awkward. Alright, I'm gonna be tabbed in here for a second, because I want to check something. Block break. Alright, what's this number? I think the X is minus 2099. Or hang on, how do I do this? You play Human by Rag and Bone Man in the background, please? Unfortunately, I don't have, oh, getting, like, messed up. Unfortunately, I don't have the song request stuff set up. Now, is this negative? No. Sorry, I'm just trying to check the server logs at the moment, because I'm trying to see who destroyed this. Oak. Blank. Oak log. Okay. I think that it probably didn't save it because, you know, it probably, I'm guessing, happened, like, during when I, like, you know, wasn't on for a couple weeks or something. Let me open up the config. I guess I'll change that, like, while I'm here. Logger config. File deletion, I'll do 28 days. Save, I'll restart later. Alright, that should be good. So yeah, sorry about that, you know, me not, like, moving around there for so long. Like I was saying, I just wanted to, like, see if I could check who did that, but I'm guessing it By the looks of it, it probably happened when I wasn't online. Because I do have a plugin that, like, logs server activity, but I had it, like, set to, like, auto-delete the what do you call it? The logs after 7 days, but because I haven't been on very much the past, like, 2 to 3 weeks, I'm guessing it happened, you know, like, more than a week ago. So, yeah. I just switched it to last, like, a month, because I'm sure I'll probably load up at least, like, once per month. Alright, so even though I didn't really plan on it, I think we might go mining because, yeah, I really don't really have anything else I want to do. So I think it just makes sense, you know, might as well do that instead of nothing. Instead of just, like, standing here, like, doing nothing, might as well, you know, go find a cave or something. Alright, which direction do I want to go? I think maybe we'll go, like, top left. Because I don't really think I've gone out in that direction in, like, a long time. So, if I have gone out there before, I haven't gone there, or very far, probably. So we'll see what we can find. Hopefully we find something decent. I think I have never mind. I didn't bring torches with me, but I'm sure we'll probably find coal. Like, if we're flying and I see some coal, maybe I'll just, like, stop quickly and grab it. Oh, here we go. Some land. Oh, there's a couple boats there. I would like to say at least one of those is mine, but I feel like I probably would have taken the boat back. Also, there's a lot of clay here that looks really easy to get. I'll probably end up having to come back here at some point. I think we have been here before. I think we might have done a raid here at one point. I'm gonna try and see if we can find like a really deep cave. Obviously, we're seeing some ravines here, but they don't really go that far down. Let's see if I can find something like decent. Also, there's some cherry blossoms. Literally close to your base, really? Yeah, it's kind of surprising if I am, because, yeah, I don't think I've really seen people's bases that aren't, like, close to where my base is. Because even if I, kind of, like, you know, go exploring, I just never seem to find, what do you call it, like, anyone's bases. Because, yeah, I know, 200, 1300, oh. Y'all love fall damage, yeah. I'll see if I can find it. Alright. But yeah, there's, like, they don't really play anymore, but there were, like, a few people at some point, on the server that they used to play, like, all the time, and they had, like, really good gear. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. They had really good gear, so, you know, like, that would lead me to believe that they had, like, you know, like, bases set up somewhere, but they didn't live, like, close to where my base was at. but I never have stumbled across any of their bases. Like, I don't know if they were all, like, living together. Oh, yeah, here we go. I found it. Oh, well, look at this. You even have, like, flags and stuff like that. That's awesome. You know, one thing I've seen people do is they build stuff, like, on the floor, like, facing the sky, and then they, like, open a map over what they built. And then they can put the thing in, like, an item frame. Like how stone bases in mine, it's your friends? Oh. I mean, still, that's like, you know, at least like progress. Also, looks like there's a waterfall here. Red sheep. Oh, man. Because, yeah, like, oh, here we go. But yeah, normally I don't, I'm assuming you have a claim here, which is if you, I'm assuming that's why it doesn't let me open the door, which is a good thing, by the way. Yeah, make sure you have, your most valuable stuff, like, protected by claims. I don't even know how to pronounce that flag, but yeah. Venus's base. Yeah, this is already looking, like, pretty cozy, this base. Oh man, you even have a minecart system. Auto smelter room. I don't know if I can, like, get there manually. Probably don't want to do that. Minecart system is for traveling glass. Oh, sending glass, not traveling. Okay, got you. Whatever you call it. Yeah, that's still pretty cool, though. And like I said, this does seem like a really, like, cozy base. Is it just this? Yeah, I mean, I still like this, though, you know? It still looks really nice. I'm a hoarder. Yeah. I'm kind of the same way, though. My base, you know, just has, like, chests, like, scattered everywhere, so I definitely, know the feeling. It's like I don't even have, like, a somewhat proper storage room like you have going here. Normally, I just, you know, like, I have, like, chests on, like, the beach and stuff like that. So. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate it. Yeah, this looks really nice, though. Oh, you have, like, villagers over here? Wow, yeah, look at this. The villager breeder? Wow. Oh, yeah, you even have, like, a map sky here? Wow. Banner pattern globe. That's pretty sick, actually. Do they have, like, different patterns? Is the same guy? Globe. Yeah, it's still pretty sick, though. It'd be interesting if they had, like, different banner patterns that they offered, but it seems like they're only offering the one. I think we might buy the Woodland Mansion map. Yeah, it's up to you. I mean, if you wanted to cheese it too, if you use the T-port command, I think you can, like, use it to go to a mansion directly. Like, if you go /T-port, and then I think it's, I think it'd be feature TP. Yeah, right here, mansion. The what do you call that? The totem icon. It's like if you wanted to cheese it, I think you could get there, for free, in a sense. The farm you rarely use? Yeah, I kind of feel that, you know, as well, with my stuff. Because, you know, at first we had, like like a tiny cow farm, and then we like made it a huge cow farm. Then we added like sheep, then chickens and stuff like that. But ever since I got a couple farmer villagers, I just now like use the trade to get golden carrots. Like I don't even use the farms that I have anymore. But yeah, it's a pretty sick waterfall. The only thing I made that's good. I mean, honestly, I think everything here looks really good. Like, it looks like a proper base. It's like mine isn't even really a proper base. It's like, you know, Cool Man's kind of like carrying me in that sense. Half of it isn't protected. I don't know if I already did it, but I think I was planning on expanding the claims thing if you wanted to add more. Plus, if you're playing with a friend, you could get them to put down a claim on, like, the half that isn't claimed, then you could get them to just, like, share permissions with you, so that way it, like, counts as your plot, even though, like, your friend would be the owner. I'm just gonna check quickly in the configs, because I think I did want to do that better claims config. I don't know if I did it already. Oh, no, I max claims 1. Alright, I think I'll make it 2, and then next time the server restarts, it will increase. So the claim, like, size will be the same, but you'll be able to have, like, 2 separate claims. You said 256 by 256? No, it's 128 by 128. So if you, like, now that I added, like, the second thing, you'd be able to what do you call it? To have, like, 256 by 256 if you, like, combine the plots, but yeah, it's always been 128 by 128. Oh, upgrading it to 256, yeah. So, I mean, the plots will still be 128 by 128, but, yeah, if you combine them, then you'll be able to do that. Alright. Anyway. Let me try and avoid those. Cactus Auto Farm. Oh. I'll see if I can quickly, like, swing by. Oh, you even have, like, honey stuff set up. Oh, I see it now. Yeah. You just, like, lying down on the steps. Ancient city nearby. That's pretty lucky, too, if you have one, like, close to your base. But yeah, that's smart. Having that, like, auto farm set up. The more stuff, you know, you have automatically set up, the better. It's like 200 blocks away. Wow, that's even closer than I thought. I'm just gonna go look for a cave. Also, there's a lot of cherry blossoms here, holy. But yeah, it was pretty awesome seeing your base. Like I was saying, I think that's the first time I've actually seen someone's base. Like that, it wasn't next to mine. Because I've done, like, a lot of exploring, but I have yet to actually, like, come across people's, like, bases naturally. Because I think there were at least a few players that had, like, built a base far away from everyone else. It just, you know, I, like, had never seen any trace of them, like, sort of existing. You know, like, I hadn't even seen, like, caves lit up far away, like, none of that. So it is kind of interesting how, like, some people have kind of remained off the radar so well. But, you know, one benefit, I guess, of having your base, like, hidden is even if you have, like, a claims thing, it probably is, like, for the best. Because, oh, there's some Endermen down there. You know, that always is the number one way to protect your base is, you know, just if people don't know about it. I think that's why, those players, like, never told me where their base was, or, like, they never even, like, asked me to like, check out their base, you know what I mean? Is because, like, they probably just didn't want to risk, like, showing it, because even if it's protected by, like, a claim, they probably just didn't want people, like, interfering with the nearby area. Like, mining near their base or stuff like that. the unknown bases, yeah. It's like I kind of do want to find them, you know. It's almost like got me curious, but I don't think there's any way for me to, I don't think there's any way for me to, like, check where their bases could be unless there's, like, a locate feature. Like, I know there's a command, like, /locate, but I think that only works with, like, natural structures. I don't think I can, like, really find people's bases, you know, like, run a command to check where, like, bases have people's, like, spawn, like, set to and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness, this cave looks very promising. Yeah, it's crazy. As I was mentioning earlier, I didn't bring coal with me, so, you can see there's a little bit here. But that's pretty much what we have to rely on at this point, is just, you know, hope that we get lucky and, find some coal. Cool. I was also thinking just now, one thing I might be able to do is put, like, a bunch of beacons over my underwater base, like, you know, have it at, like, the height limit of the world, so, like, you can't even see it. I mean, it might cast a shadow, but, like, because the base is underwater, I don't think it would, like, really impact it at all. Like, the water might look a bit darker from the surface, if it even, like, makes a difference, because it'd be so high up. But yeah. Got a big cave with a big lava pool. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty crazy when you find those on the surface. Oh, that was close. Thankfully there was water there. And we have feather falling boots, so if we did hit solid ground, we would have hopefully survived. But yeah, when you find caves like that, it looks like it's in the nether, which is pretty sick. I think I'm gonna head back up here. Ooh. We need to find more coal before we head further down. Alright. I was kind of expecting there to be more coal, because we're still above Deep Slate. Alright, let's grab this. We don't really need iron. That's one of the reasons why, like, I don't really need to go caving. Like, you know, it's something I enjoy doing, and it's, like, good for passing the time, but we really don't need much more resources. Like, if we find diamonds, you know, like, we can use those, but, I think we have more than enough iron than we'll, probably ever need. Also, thankfully, here's some more coal. That's kind of what we were mainly looking for here. Oh, wow, holy crap. There's actually a lot of diamonds down there. That's kind of unexpected. Alright. Just gonna light this up. Like I was saying, the main thing we would need from caving would be diamonds. Like, everything else is just kind of, like, extra. Like, we don't really need that at all. Like iron and gold and stuff. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Dead end. I'm surprised how fast this cave is going down. Like, it's just dropping, like, so fast. Normally, it's a kind of like a slow progression down. But, like, you know, we went from the surface to, like, deep slate pretty much right away. And then even, like, on deep slate here, there's, like, some pretty steep drops. Alright, I didn't really mean to fall down there, but, still kind of works, I guess. I gotta be careful. Just lava down there, and there's a lot of stuff around here that might push me in. Also, yeah, we have some coal. Yeah, that's kind of one downside, the fact we didn't bring coal with us, because we didn't find too much at the entrance of the cave, so we probably won't be able to stay down here too long. If we can't find more coal, then we'll probably just end up having to, like, you know, like, sort of document the coordinates, and then, you know, come back some other time when I sort of have remembered to bring the stuff we need with us. Alright, let's get some blocks. I'm just gonna bridge over. Chill. Yeah, it is spawning a lot of stuff here. Oh my god. Chill. Wow, holy crap. Minecraft mob generation never fails to disappoint. Yeah. It just constantly throwing stuff at you. You know, it's kind of good and bad, you know. It's like, that way the caves aren't lifeless, but sometimes when you just have so much stuff on you, it's kind of, like, crazy. Sometimes I think it spawns, like, a bit too much stuff. But as I was saying, I guess if you're looking at it from, like, a sort of really positive perspective, then you could, you know, be like, yeah, you know, the caves are, like, kind of full of life. I'm just gonna ignore that witch. Oh, he is not ignoring me though, and he actually like got me with that. He's trying to get me with some other stuff too. I probably shouldn't be like as surprised that he actually hit me with that potion, but yeah. I thought I was like running and already like far away enough where it wouldn't have made a difference. Alright, dead end. Alright. I'm gonna try and use all the torches we have, exploring this place. But we're definitely not exploring the entire thing. We just don't have enough, torches. I don't know, I think we'll find, like, more coal, because we're at Deep Slate. And even if we go back above Deep Slate, I don't really think, I think we'll find a whole lot. Gonna go sleep. Alright, see you, Venus. If we leave this cave, though, I'll probably get off, like, shortly after. I think, like, you know, once we get back... Oh, there's another witch somewhere. Once we get back, I'll probably check on the auto smelter. Just to see, you know, how it's, like, handling things. I don't think too much would have, like, been cooked while we're gone, obviously, but... I'll just take a quick peek. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait like a long time for it to cook through all the clay. I think it might even run out of coal before it actually runs out of clay to make bricks. Interesting. Yeah, it's kind of crazy when I look up and see how, like, tall the ceiling is. Like, we're literally at the very bottom of the cave. Why is it, like, loaded like that? Isn't that, like, an opening? Holy crap. It definitely is. I'll record that, too. Alright, down to 8 torches. We're slowly getting above Deep Slate, but we have yet to actually see more coal. If we find more coal, we can probably, like, stay a bit longer down here. Oh, here we go. Here's a little bit. Alright, there we go. 52 more. Kind of looks like we're heading back down again. Alright. I kind of wish we had more diamonds down here, especially, like, with how wide open it is. And, you know, the cave went really far down initially, so I was kind of hoping we would find more diamonds while we were down there. How much did we get? With Fortune 3, didn't count how much, like, ore we found, but with Fortune 3, we have 15 so far. Which I guess isn't, like, that bad, because the last time we went mining, it was, like, a pretty huge, like, mining trip, but we didn't find, like, a single diamond in the cave. I think we came back with, like, 9 stacks of iron or something like that, and, like, you know, I think 3 or 4 stacks of gold, but we just never ended up finding any diamonds. So, in a sense, already this expedition is kind of, like, more successful than what we had going last time for us. Sick, more coal. It's funny because, like, right now, finding coal is almost more exciting than finding diamonds, just because, you know, when we find more coal here, it's basically, like, extending our mining trip. I think I'm just gonna throw, like, everything in here but the coal. Alright, more coal, I see. Okay, there's water up there. And more creepers. They're falling from the ceiling, man. I want to grab this coal, but we're already getting kind of, like, shot at. Kind of funny, though. The zombies are taking care of them for me. Interesting. I'll see if I can find another part of the cave. Oh, I'm getting kind of a bit messed up. For a second, I thought I didn't pick up the shulker box. I, like, kind of had my my heart sink there for a quick second. I, like, because it was on my hotbar, I just, like, didn't see it in my inventory. That would have been kind of funny. That actually happened once before, but thankfully I realized it pretty quickly and we were able to go back and like pick it up. But it's like, you know, I put down the shulker box, I put like a bunch of stuff in there, and then I forgot to pick up the shulker box. So, you know, there was always that chance that it would have been lost forever. Because, you know, one thing that's is kind of like difficult about that is that like with the like I don't really keep track of the coordinates where I go, because you know I don't really expect to die because you know we have like really good armor, plus we have like a totem, and you know there's always like the T-port command and like the claims list command. So you like, you know, if you do kind of get into trouble and you don't like die instantly, you can maybe just like run the command and like teleport out of there. So like I don't really anticipate on like dying, so that's why I don't really keep track of where my coordinates are. But like with the VOD too, it's like hard to go back because the overlay kind of covers like the coordinates. So if I were to have placed the shulker box and, you know, forgotten to have picked it back up, there was like a really high chance that that would have been the end of the shulker box permanently. Alright, let's grab this. Not only do we need coal for, like, more torches to, like, you know, keep caving here, but also, we're gonna need coal for the auto smelter. I don't know how much coal, like, the furnaces had left in each one, but, you know, 8 pieces of coal is, like, worth 1 stack of items. So we're probably gonna burn through it pretty quickly, because that's another thing that's difficult with the process of making bricks. Is if you get clay, you know, you have to like get it into the small pieces of clay, then you have to smelt it into bricks, and then you have to craft the brick blocks. And that takes like 4 bricks, so if you cook up like a stack of bricks, you only are making 16 blocks worth of bricks. So if you're like building with bricks, it's like really annoying to actually build up a decent supply of the block type. I know we're above Deep Slate, so, you know, it's kind of unlikely that we're going to find diamonds. Especially at this level, I don't even think it's possible. But, I was going to say this is one kind of, like, downside of the mining trips, is, you know, one of the main things we're looking for is diamond and coal, because those are things that we're still, like, using. But, we end up getting so much iron, it's just kind of, like, pointless. I mean, it's going to be good for, like, the beacons in the future, but, in the short term, you know, it's kind of, like, a bit pointless. Crazy cave. Alright, there's that. Got a geode over here. It's like crazy that like this doesn't even render in fully the cave. Like that's just like super insane. Like look at that. You can't even see the other side of the cave. Like, that's how open the cave is. Alright, I'm gonna... Ooh! I'm gonna grab the gold and then run. Alright. Okay, our armor is still in good condition. I still think they should make it where if you have unbreaking on something, that like the piece of armor can't break. Like not only does it break slower, but you know, like maybe at like 0 durability, it like unequips it or something. Or like puts it into your inventory, but it's like you can't equip it while it's like, you know, 0 durability, but like the item itself would like still exist. Instead of like what happens now where it just like, you know, breaks and then you lose the item entirely. Because, you know, sometimes you have really good items and it like kind of sucks if they break if you're not paying attention. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. These guys need to chill. Too many zombies spawning. Whoops. Actually put the wings on there for a quick second. Oh god, man. Even though we're not taking much damage, I'm worried about like them blowing up the platform beneath me. Like when we're on ledges like that, if they just like if we're on only one block and it blows up and destroys what we're standing on, even though we have feather falling, that would, you know, have a chance of killing us. I know we have the totem, but it's still, you know, there's always a little bit of risk regardless of like what you're doing. Sometimes when you're in the end, you know, sometimes you just fly off the edge and, you know, you lose your stuff that way. So even if you have like really good stuff, there always is that like small chance that that the unthinkable happens and you lose your stuff. Dude, where are these creepers coming from? Nice. Golden iron. Okay, yeah, more creepers. I feel like I can't even be surprised at this point. They're just everywhere. Alright, let's get rid of that. Alright, I'm gonna take out a lot of the junk we have in there. Maybe I'll actually put the gunpowder in, but... Alright, cool. I'm just gonna start throwing out a lot of this stuff here. Actually, probably should have kept those spider eyes. I think I did that last time. I decided to, like, empty my inventory, where was some spider eyes. And I was like, oh, we should keep those, because, you know, sometimes I do use them for, like, weakness potions, I think. So I was like, you know, it's actually something we might end up using at some point. So it's just like, you know, instinctively I see the spider eyes and I'm like, oh, that's junk, and I toss them, but then I realize that, like, there actually is something that I could possibly use it for in the future. But then by that point, it's sitting in, like, a pile of junk with everything else that I just thrown out of my inventory, so then I just say forget it, because, you know, spider eyes are, like, really easy to get, you know. All you'd have to really do is just wait for nighttime and then just run around and, like, kill a few. And plus we have looting 3, so, you know, we're typically getting multiple spider eyes per kill. Okay, that was kind of a deep fall. Alright, let's torch up. Let's see what we got down in this direction. Grab this. Also, you could have seen when I was in the shulker box earlier, you know, putting more stuff in there. We have, like, a lot of stacks of iron. Like, I didn't count, but I think we're probably close to, like, 9 stacks again. But that's what I mean is, you know, we're kind of, like, looking for other stuff, but we don't really find a whole lot of what we're actually looking for. We typically just find, you know, stuff we don't really need. Just, like, iron and gold. I mean, we could always use it for villager trading, and then, you know, also, like I was saying, I guess we do need it in the long run for beacons, but... Oh, mob spawner. I hear, like, spiders, too. I don't know if there'd be a spider spawner close by, but I'm just going to assume that there isn't one. Probably. Gonna squeeze on through here if I can. And back down we go. Yeah. As soon as his back, like, bounced off that block, I knew that he was exploding. If you don't hit him far back enough, it's, you know, you can tell that they're gonna explode. Even if it seems like, you know, they're kind of far and they explode and they don't even do any damage to you, or, like, maybe, like, half a heart or something. There's just, like, that sort of range where they're just enough in range where they'll still decide to explode. Can we get 3 beds for me and my friends? I mean, like, depends where you're at, because, you know, I don't really want to, like, go all the way to where you're at. If you're, like, close to where my base is, then yeah, then I wouldn't really mind. But yeah. I guess I can also, like, just do the give command. I think it's probably just bed, right? Gotta type this out. Alright, bed is not just like the... Oh, you have to put like a color code. I'll just do like the standard white one. I don't know if you can change the color after it's made. Wait, what just happened there? Dude, really? It like just deleted the end part of the command and it didn't even like go through. Alright, let's try this. Underscore bed. I think I can just do it like that, right? There you go, 3 beds. Beds with any color are undieable. I see. By the way, sup Squeezy. But yeah. That kind of, sucks a little bit, but at least it's like something to get them started with. My pleasure. I think I'll probably just use T-port to go back to my base, because like these like crevices are like really hard to kind of like navigate through. It's like they're really narrow. I don't even know if they're gonna lead anywhere. Streamer, need your blessing? What do you mean? By the way, I think if you need help with anything, like in terms of just basic stuff, I think it's like once every 30 minutes or once every hour. If you do /kit, I think you can open up a thing, and it will like give you like some starter gear, like leather armor and like stone tools and that kind of thing. Or the keep treatment tomorrow. Can you bless me? I mean, yeah, not really anything I can do, unfortunately, to bless you, but, you know, I hope everything goes well, because, yeah, if you're being serious about that, that's, like, you know, pretty serious, but I hope it goes well for you. Alright, this is probably a good time for me to use T-port, because I can see, like, you know, some people are maybe trying to sleep, so probably need to be close to a bed. But that cave was, yeah, was kind of getting, kind of empty, not really empty, but, you know, we had checked a lot of it, so. Let me just throw this in here. Can you lower the sleeping percentage, if you want to do that? Yeah, I think someone mentioned that to me before, but I've never, like, done it before, but I kind of want it where everyone has to sleep. I know, obviously, with more people on the server, it's, like, more difficult to do that, but part of the reason why I, like, left it the way it is just because I was thinking, you know, if someone is trying to, like, grind something, like, let's say, you know, like, they need, like, ender pearls, and they want, like, endermen to spawn, or, like, they're trying to, like, find zombie villagers or something like that. You know, you need it to be nighttime, so I didn't want people, you know, kind of like skipping through the night if, like, there were people trying to do stuff that they needed it to be night. So, that's kind of why, I left it the way it was. Let me put that away. That game rules / player sleeping percentage number. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that on my phone real quick, just so I like have that as a reference. But I think I'll like still probably gonna leave it the way it is, at least for now. But you know, I know I can, by the sounds of it, I can make it where it's like maybe not everyone has to be sleeping, but let's say like half the people have to be sleeping, something like that. So maybe that would probably still be decent, like instead, but yeah. I appreciate you telling me that though, because that is like useful to know. That's why I'm taking a screenshot of it. If I decide to change it, I'll have it like readily available, because I think it is probably something worth considering changing. So I'll probably like, you know, sleep on it and then maybe come back to that. All right, yeah, you can see the auto smelter has been going on. I mean, obviously it hasn't gone on too much because you know, we haven't been in the area, so it hasn't been loaded the entire time. But like, there is still a decent amount of bricks in there, and there's still like a ton of clay that it needs to kind of cook through. Some of these furnaces though are like, yeah, pretty much empty. What the heck? It's like kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know what is up with that. The furnaces. It's like for some reason these front two are literally getting full stacks, and then the ones at the end aren't really getting much at all. Like, you can see I'm now having to like fill these manually. I'm not really sure why there's a bit of like disconnect in the way they're being filled up. It's a little bit strange, but oh well. Alright, doesn't look like these guys dropped anything either. Oh, here we go. Did he even drop anything? That was kind of interesting. It looked like he was digging for something. Maybe it was because I like pushed him too soon. That might have been why. I thought he was like finished, so you know, I ran into him, and I'm guessing maybe pushing him like could have changed something. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's one. I'm curious if the second one will do the animation again, because it didn't actually like dig anything up. So I'm assuming it might have the potential to at any moment like do the animation and actually like pick something out this time. But I'm not really sure. I don't know exactly how long you have to wait for them to be able to find something. Let me just like chill here a little bit longer and just see if we can get lucky. Alright, doesn't really look like they're doing too much more stuff. I'm gonna try and start cooking up some of the iron that we got. Also, we got over 10 stacks of iron and like 2.5 stacks of gold. So that's what I was saying is, you know, when we go mining, we also only got 15 diamonds. So when we go mining, you know, we're kind of looking for things like diamonds or like coal, you know, stuff that we're still using a lot of. But unfortunately, what just tends to happen is we don't really find much of either of those, and we just come back with like tons of iron and gold, which we don't really need. Like I said, in the long run, we can use it for like beacons and stuff, so like it still does have a purpose and won't be totally useless. But at the moment, also I guess villager trading, but yeah, we don't really need that stuff, so it kind of sucks. Most of the stuff we're getting from mining is, like, not even stuff that is really helpful to us. But yeah. I think, I'll probably call it here, though, and get off. Well, actually, yeah, I guess I'll probably be on tomorrow, most likely. Don't get off. Unfortunately, it is that time. I haven't been on that long, but yeah. I'm kind of getting a bit tired. My sleep schedule is, like, totally destroyed. Please don't leave. I should be on tomorrow, though, and, you know, maybe we'll be on longer, depending on, you know, what's going on. But yeah, I appreciate everyone chilling in the chat and on the server. Hopefully, you know, those on the server... Hopefully, you know, hopefully you enjoy your stay, and, you know, the server shut down if you leave. No, the server's up 24/7, but yeah, even if I'm not on it, you can still play. But yeah, I appreciate everyone chilling in the chat and on the server. But yeah, hopefully you guys don't troll too much. But yeah, I hope to see you again on the server, and hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it's good times ahead. But anyway, yeah, I hope you have a great night, and I will see you next time. Take it easy. Peace out.